Well, there's a big breaking news coming in. The Enforcement Directorate has launched searches in Chhattisgarh in a money laundering case around a coal levy matter. Now, the Enforcement Directorate has raided many Congress leaders in the state of Chhattisgarh. The Enforcement Directorate in the morning conducted searches after having done a recce around these locations sometime last night. These leaders reside in the Sri Ram Nagar area, DD Nagar area, Geetanjali Nagar and Mova near Bhilai. And some of the big leaders who've been in Chhattisgarh for the national convention of the Congress party have been under the scanner. The session will start from the 24th of February. This is happening in the build-up to that. And before this, there is news now of the Enforcement Directorate raiding the houses of about half a dozen leaders in the early hours of Monday morning. Bhavtosh as well as Govind are with us, and they've been tracking these searches on the part of the Enforcement Directorate. Let me in fact go across to Bhavtosh first and foremost. Bhavtosh, tell us about who these MLAs are that have been at the receiving end of this survey being conducted on the part of the Enforcement Directorate, and what are the specific allegations?
Well, Siddharth, these are raids and searches that are being carried out by the Enforcement Directorate. Remember, ED has registered a money laundering case in the coal levy scam. The coal levy scam revolves around the case in which illegal tariff was being collected. 25 paisa levy was being collected on per ton of coal that was being taken from the mines to the final destination. This was done illegally, taking cognizance of various FIRs that were filed and also a prosecution complaint that was registered by the Income Tax Department. ED started investigating this case. Now, this case has also seen arrest of some bureaucrats, both from IS officials as well as state bureaucrats, including the high-profile arrest of Soumya Chaurasia, who was Deputy Secretary in the CM's office. Now, ED, if you go by the prosecution complaints that were filed earlier, had pegged the proceeds of crime worth 540 crore rupees. Having said that, it is the timing of these searches that would be questioned by the Congress. This comes days ahead of the plenary session that will be held in the national capital, that's in the state capital of Chhattisgarh, that's in Raipur. And that's what Congress will question as to why these searches are happening in Chhattisgarh, but at least at 14 locations that these searches are happening, including at the residence of 2 MLAs and also the state party treasurer. And these are just ongoing. More searches will be in fact carried out in next few hours.
Okay, let me go across to Govind as well. Govind, do we have details of who these MLAs specifically are, and what specifically is the Enforcement Directorate looking for with respect to their alleged involvement?
Yeah, absolutely. The sequence of ED raid continues. You know that those told as Soumya Chaurasia house, she was raided on her premises a few weeks ago, and now this sequence is still continued. But the question Congress is asking, that this is the time when the convention, National Convention of Congress Party is starting from 24th coming, and the places where the ED has raided early in the morning at the premises of the Labour Welfare Board President Sushil Sani Agarwal, MLA Devendra Yadav, spokesperson RP Singh, Vinod Tiwari. These are the Congress leaders whose premises are being raided by ED. So definitely the search operation is still going on. ED is involved in the process of whatever the complaint they received.
Absolutely. Bhavtosh as well as Govind, thank you very much for those details. We'll also await for an official word on the part of the ED about the recoveries that they've made so far and why these people are being surveyed by the agency. We'll slip into a